country that you all have known maybe doesn't exist anymore. But the country that you believe in, the country that you want in your heart is within your grasp, but you have to fight for it. It's in your grasp, but you have to work for it. Right now is not the time to pretend that we're dealing with something that we're not. This isn't just about no kings, no dictators, no oligarchs, no corporate overreach, no racism, no hate, no division. All of these things are being used right now to keep us from the country that we deserve. And if we pretend that we don't know what it is when we see it in our face, then we're gonna fall victim to it. Because right now, let me tell you what an authoritarian needs most. Authoritarian needs people who are silent. Complicity builds fascism. Authoritarian needs people who don't believe in their own power. So when you ask me why I'm here as a congressperson, why we're even here right now and not in Congress passing a budget, we're gonna be wherever our people need us to be. And right now, people need us to remind them that in a democracy, and as long as we have one, that means that power belongs to the people. You all decide what type of country we're gonna be as we move forward. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you to do is that if you're here and you're hoping that we can just get back to some other normal, I'm saying it's time to dig that dream. We're not going back to a time where a little bit of racism was okay here, a little bit of transphobia here, a little bit of over here. No, we're here now in the midst of maybe our country's most difficult times and most difficult challenges. We're here right now with a person who is as close as we have ever seen to a dictator. But we're here in the fight because the only way that we get out of it is if we start to build what comes next. So I'm here saying that whatever country that you want to have, it better be worth standing up for right now. When they say, what type of government will it be? And he came out and he said, wise Pennsylvania came out and said, it's a republic if you keep it. It's a republic if you keep it. So Pittsburgh, what are you willing to do to keep this republic? What are you willing to do to keep this democracy? Are you willing to put aside your own division? Are we willing to say ourselves that we won't accept the hate that comes from the White House? That we won't accept the division that comes from the speaker's rostrums? That we won't accept the limitations that come from people who want a country that doesn't look like what we are and what we're building? Because if that's the type of country you want, your time is right now. Your time to stand is right now. But let me say it because they didn't tell me how long I got, so I can talk. There are no easy roads from this day forward. There are no easy roads from this day forward. If you're serious about beating authoritarianism, then things are about to get a little bit ugly. I'll be the one to say it. Beating authoritarian isn't going to be a one-day thing. It isn't going to be a one-march thing. This is going to be a sustained battle that is not a separate thing from the rest of the battles that we fight in this country. We have been molding and shaping this country from the very beginning, and this is no different. But if you aren't built for the long fight, then I'm telling you, you don't want to keep this republic. You don't want to keep this democracy. This fight is going to get ugly because the people who are taking us to places we've never seen are in it to win it too. Which means that we're going to have and face some uncomfortable truths. And we really are. So if you really care about beating authoritarianism, then we got to do some introspection on ourselves. The country can only be what we let it be. So when we even look around this crowd and we think about what do we need to be and how do we need to be different, think about all the marginalized people in this country who have been fighting for generations to keep us from getting here.